Alright, cheers, yo. Got my coffee with MCT oil and saffron. I'm outside of my yard by the highway. Apologies for the sounds. So what I'm talking about today is creating a safety plan, because I will be honest, I relapsed into self-harm the other day, and you know that self-harm looks different for everyone. Sorry, my cat's trying to come outside. Alright, Lane, come on, come here, let me show you, cat. Lena. She said, it's okay, I'm here. So yeah, that's helpful. If you have an emotional support animal like Lena, to help you stay accountable. But what we're gonna do today is, okay. Let me let her back in, hang on. Okay, sorry about that. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go take the steps to create a safety plan, because it is Mental Health Awareness Month in September, and I did have a safety plan that I created with my therapist that didn't work. Or it's not that it didn't work, it's just it wasn't accessible to me in the time I needed it. And I was kind of going off memory because I had it in like a notes file in my phone, and I just didn't want to look at my phone. I just wanted to get to the self-harm. There's nothing that could stop me in the moment. But that's not true. I could have stopped myself. And I think there were, like, upon reflection, there are some tools that I could have utilized if they were available to me. So I found a PDF when I was like in the thick of it, of like a comprehensive list of the type of self-harm that I engage in, which is for me like cutting. So I found a PDF file of other things I could do that kind of mimic that feeling. So I would like to have that like list printed out and just available in my room, like just completely visible. Like in my room, I just have stuff all over the wall, like including like music and just things I really want to look at and be mindful of. So that's what works for me, and I thought I would share that because when I started self-harming in high school, it was after high school, but now it's been like 8 years of like dealing with these self-harmy thoughts, and when I first like got into it, I did look for other ways or other things to do that weren't self-harming, but the only thing I could find was just people who had taken it too far and just shared how they regretted it so much and how the scars were really triggering for them afterwards, and that they just were like urging people not to do it, but they weren't really offering any sort of alternative solutions from what I could find on the internet at the time, 8 years ago. So that's why I'm making this right now, because I feel like there's always an opportunity to prevent something bad from happening, and I just hope that this prevents someone from ending their life or hurting themselves. So the rest of this video is going to be just walking you through the actual steps, how I took these steps and applied them for myself, as I logistically worked that out through the day, because saying all these things is great, but like sitting down to actually do all these things and like going out to print all this stuff is a lot. And I strongly recommend carving out time in your day to dedicate like a couple hours to this, and it's going to be like emotionally draining. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to take care of yourself. Y'all know it's really hard to take care of yourself. So yeah, here's how I went through it. Yeah, so I printed out the things and I put it up in my room, and now I'm just gonna go get some laundry soap. Alright, so today is Sunday and I'm gonna go to the farmer's market. I got myself a little busking pass. It's cute. For the farmer's market, on my way to get my Alternatives to Self-Harm PDF printed out. So that was 2 birds, 1 stone. I did something that is going to help me in doing music, just creating music and sharing that with people, not isolating myself, allowing people to see me. Whoa. Big things for people with self-harmy things, okay? So yeah, we're gonna do that and see how that goes. I'm very scared, but like I feel like I'm in training mode. I got training wheels, you know, like things are just kind of like scary because it's new, but I think eventually it'll be like, what the fuck? What was I afraid of? Especially since I canvas at farmers market all the time. Like I would ask people point blank, give me your credit card because you should spend $25 a month on the ACLU, like shit like that, you know? So I'm afraid to ask, not even ask, just play music. Like I'm not even asking for anything. So it's just kind of funny that I have this like cognitive dissonance when it comes to my own self-worth versus like working for some organization or anyone else, you know? Just noticing that. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Stop blabbering. Here we go. Thank you so much for being here and surviving, living, and choosing to click on this video instead of engaging in a very, very self-destructive behavior. Or maybe you're here because you know someone that is engaging in self-destructive behavior and you want to support them, which is admirable, and I thank you, everyone, for making space and time to learn about how to make a safety plan. Let's get into it. So the first step in making a safety plan is to, number 1, recognize when you are unsafe. Recognize those moments and how you got to those moments. Try not to dwell too much on the how you got to the moment, but recognize what was happening at the moments where you were feeling very unsafe. For example, for me, I know I get really unsafe when I don't sleep enough, when I am overcommitting myself and pushing myself to obligations that are where I feel overexerted. So those are certain things that I notice for myself that could look a little bit different for you. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's work, maybe it's a friend. It's very different for everyone. So recognize those moments when you feel unsafe, and if you can, write it down, and just as many instances as you want, or as you can remember where you were unsafe, and write down characteristics of those moments, anything that pertains to you. So if it helps to write down the thoughts themselves, like exactly what you were thinking during the time, and physically what was going on around you that maybe provoked those thoughts, or maybe there wasn't a reason at all, and maybe it was just completely random, but it helps to just kind of treat yourself like a little science experiment and recognize those moments and see if you can find any patterns. Number 2, step 2, once you've recognized the moments when you're unsafe, what kind of tools would have helped you feel more safe in an unsafe mindset? So now that you recognize the thoughts of when you're unsafe, what are some tools that maybe could have helped you in those moments? Or what tools were around you that were very unhelpful? Like, were you around sharp objects? Did you have easy access to these sharp objects? Did they were they too easy for you to utilize in those moments? Were you alone? Were there's people around you? So personally for me, the tools when I'm in an unsafe mindset is to remove certain tools that I would want to use on myself. For me, that would be scissors, knives, keys, things of that, anything sharp that I could use. And it depends on the situation, but some tools that I use to make me feel more safe is definitely musical instruments. I never want to break a musical instrument. They're not normally very sharp. So I always carry around an emotional support ukulele, is what I call it, just because I know I don't even play it out, like that. I don't just break it out randomly most of the time. I just kind of keep it on my person, and I keep a pen and a little notebook with me at all times, so I know I'm comfortable knowing that, like, these are my safety tools. In moments where I feel unsafe, I could write something down, I could write a little song. That helps me a lot, and it distracts. So find some tools that might work for you. Maybe you're more of a visual artist. Maybe it helps to have paint, or I also do that too. Paint brushes, like your little drawing book. Maybe a fidget toy, some sort of something to do with your hands, knitting. It could be anything. So there's the tools. Number 3, establish an emergency contact list. And honestly, this could be the first thing that you do. And this was the first thing that I had to do with, like, my therapist is, and this could be hard for a lot of people, because people that are experiencing suicidal ideation, a lot of times they're very lonely, or don't have a lot of friends maybe, or family that they trust. And me personally, I'm very extroverted, and there's a lot of people I know that care about me. Many of you are watching this video, so thanks. But I don't feel comfortable going to just anyone. No offense to any of those people watching, but I don't feel comfortable going to anyone with these really dark thoughts, because especially when you're in an unsafe moment, you feel like a burden to others. I mean, that's why you want to like because you feel like you don't deserve to live, right? So people around you that you care about, you become like this burden. So that's why it's really important to make this safety plan when you are in a safe mindset, and you think about, like, just really meditate on the people who you trust, like who you truly trust. And if you don't have anyone that you truly trust, this is where you put down, like, suicide hotline 988. You find local resources that are near you. Just do an internet search of, like, the mental health hotlines, and also mental health facilities. I would do thorough research on mental health facilities that are near you that could take you in as a temporary resident, like, for if you have, like, really bad suicidal ideation, or moments where you feel like there's nothing else to do but self-harm. So compiling a list of, like, the first person ideally is a family member or friend, second person, family member or friend, third person, family member or friend. And, there might be moments where these 3 people, maybe you only have one of these people. Right now, I only have one. So I'm ideally saying 1 to 3, because maybe these people aren't available during the time that you need them in an unsafe moment. So I would definitely reach out to these people too, and say like, hey, can I put you down as an emergency contact for moments where I feel unsafe? And that way they're aware and they know that like if they get a call from you in the middle of the night, it could be something, and it could be an emergency. And you're not a burden for asking for help. They want to help you, and if they're able to prevent you from doing something to hurt yourself, if they love you and truly care about you, they're gonna want to do everything they can to do that for you. And if they aren't willing to do that for you, that's okay. Like, it doesn't mean that. Don't try to like attach any meaning to it if they're like, no, I can't be your emergency contact list. Everyone has their own capacities, okay? So that's my advice on making an emergency contact list. Friends, family on the top, mental hotlines for like just talking to someone, 988, mental health facilities, and last resort like 911, obviously. Okay, number 4, write all this down and personalize it. I did say that a little bit, like just definitely while you're going through all this, it's helpful to write it down, either handwriting, pen and paper, on a laptop if that makes you feel, if that's like more efficient for you, and personalize this to your needs and what you need. And if this is all sounding like a lot, like way too much, I totally get it, because it sounded like way too much to me when I first made a safety plan. But I've had a lot of practice. I've made a few of my own. So the last moment where I relapsed in my own self-harm journey, sorry about that. Hang on. I got a text from someone that cares about me. So the last time this happened recently, which inspired me to make this video, I didn't have my safety plan readily accessible to me. It was just like a notes on my phone that I couldn't find. I didn't want to bother with it. I just really wanted to get to the hurting myself. But I did look up a PDF online, and I did find something that was really helpful for me, which is just an alternative to self-harm list, and I printed it out. And you can find my personalized version of the PDF that I found in the description, and you can print that out for yourself. I just printed this at the library, and the rest of the video after I went through, after I walked you through how I went through it and did this for myself, is gonna be just time allotted for you to actually like sit down and work on this stuff, and it's just gonna be little clips of music that I've had the pleasure of consuming this week, and they give me like reasons to live, and it reminds me of like why I don't want to hurt myself. So I really hope this is helpful for you, and that you take the time to make a safety plan for yourself and use it when you need it. And please feel free to leave a comment on some helpful tips that you have that you can share with others that maybe I didn't touch on, and because I probably could use that too. We can use all the tools we need. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and happy Mental Health Awareness Month. Thank you for breathing, taking another breath. It's hard out here. Yeah.
Help my booty moving gloomy weather, decked out new brother tempered boots. Moody can't stop, who could do it better? Do vendettas, too much work, I'll hit the ones that owe. Doesn't take this all the shit that's hiding under my nose. For the earth, not just a bridge, don't ask me what we learning yet. I'm the fire in the pan, but it check the surface. Can you burn your hand while shaking palms? We can speak through to make it arms and make some seem cooler. Don't know what a wish does when Dudes is typical, go skip to the final boss. I'm mining for hidden blocks. If it's a vinyl vault, the gene splice result. A stippy and line is cross, mixed with a big pinch and flipping from Microsoft. Zuzu, favorite echo, styles, convex, and toy pack. Malfunction on me, was find the next kid. B-boy fugitive, breaking crimes arrested. You enterprise in life, in the sky with Jetsons. I'm creasing my shell tops in the shell shot nation. True with Louis Maroney, brewing Belmont Station. Oligarchs harvest labor around the cell block cages. Turn the pill to burn me into a hemlock tasting.
I hate to quibble over all rules. Like the price of living isn't all cruel. Need to eat, not a nibble of a small chew. Hate his neighbors, but he like the swivel of a bar stool. A large labor confirmed the clock on inner wasn't ready. Your whole life papers spent, no celebrating it. Figurative confetti, angel living devilishly. At least it wasn't deadly. Licking wounds from the shops like the easy being greener, easy being ready. Smoke evil. I get it. You hate all these dirty broke people with your next reason. They're a good person like them. Hate them cause they rest thinking. When this world crumble, I remember you call me mumbling idiot. Cover your eyes and be like the next. I'm vegan to vegan. Yeah! I guess a diamond's nothing but a rock with a name. Took it to the pawn shop off of Providence Lane. The song's solemn, sweet, sinful. Serpentine dug a ditch for my severed head and fled the murder scene. Saw me making progress, saw me do my thing. Subtle magic that could turn a peasant to a king. Saw me drift gently down the stream in the dream state and reawaken with the child's smile and a clean slate. Say something, touch a nerve, make a mean face. We would argue every day for a week straight. They say it's all for the best, I don't disagree. She's throwing shit at me, I'm screaming like Kid Capri. Sweet misery, physically sick, heedless. Let me live my life how I see fit. I saw the light that day, like we don't ever have to live our life that way. Saw the day, lead me down the right pathway. Take my hand, watch the light cascade. You suffer, you cope, you move, you shake, you fall in and out of love. You play the game, you make mistakes, you split, you break, you find what you're looking for and move on. New day, new dawn, you were gone too long. Love is a very strange thing. Amputate the limits, infected with gangrene. My queen shook me out of dream. Something's out of place, she said. It's for the best and vanish without a trace. We're all trying to self-awaken or let ourselves go. Self-medicate, self-indulge, and self-loathe. I was somewhere in the second circle when health rose. Lost all control of self, moving in stealth mode. Right place, right time, bright lights, white lines. Everything's great, everything's great. Please slate, drifting gently down the street, dream state. Everything's great, everything's great. You're a universe, but you don't know your own depth. Time we shed our old flesh and cover this nest. We're in the home stretch. Some people got heads like old mechs. Hollow eyes for clothes to peck till the ego dies a slow death. I'm making progress, see me do my thing. Subtle magic that could turn a peasant to a king. See me drift gently down the stream in the dream state and reawaken with the child's smile and the clean slate. I saw the light that day. We don't ever have to live our life that way. Saw the main lead me down the right pathway. Take my head, watch the light cascade. You suffer, you cope, you move, you shake, you fall in and out of love. You play the game, you make mistakes, you split, you break. You find what you're looking for and move on. New day, new dawn, you were gone too long.
Or what about
Dude,
like?
it's recording 100.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
Where do you want it?
I was gonna put it like right here, but that's
Maybe that's good.
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
Let the government hear.
I mean, I feel like there is a play. Like, I liked it. I thought it was really fun. Like, I feel like there's very little room for adults to play, and that felt like a place that was designed for play. Like, it kind of felt like a children's museum that I used to go to when I was a kid, and it's just like, this is just fun to interact with. And like, there's, especially in like the modern world, there's so few opportunities for us to do that. Crows.
That's what I thought in my head so loud. Probably 100.
I love when it's fall in the city.
Yeah, I'm reconciling with fall, but I do love the crows.
Not a fan of fall?
No. Everyone's like, fall. I'm like, it's dying.
Yeah. That's necessary though.
Yeah, but it hurts still.
It does.
Okay, review of Hopscotch.
Review of Hopscotch. I thought it was really good. I think it would be really fun to have a space like that that had art that said something that you could interact with. That would be really cool. But that was a fun space for play, and like, I don't know, I saw a lot of adults being very carefree, which is not something I see very often, and I do think that's really, really cool, and I think they've created something special.
Yeah. Beautiful lips too.
That is a tiny dog.
Tiny dog. Motif.
So cute.
I watched so many of those.
Wash or walk?
Both.
Wait, did you do? Oh,
And bathing, grooming.
grooming. Oh, that would be a fun job. I can totally see you doing that. Oh,
I mean,
did
there
you?
was sometimes, but most of the time it's just like, okay, watch 20 dogs a day that fight you the whole time.
Yeah, actually.
And then shit in your hands and face. I had like rashes, not from the piss or shit, but from the soap.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because that stuff, like, that's abrasive.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
really in there. But it was a good experience. Okay, anyways. Hopscotch.
What do you think of it?
I have a very... I came in, like, open-minded, but I did kind of... Maybe it wasn't that open-minded. I don't know.
You were expecting not to like it?
Yeah, I was kind of expecting not to like it. So I kind of came in with that, but I was, like, in the beginning, like... I agree with your... Like, everything you said. Like, yes. I'm just like, your review, yes, and
Yeah.
also the words I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
illusory, fabricated,
Yeah.
microcosm, like... There's a... I appreciate the art. Just personally, I prefer things that are more raw, that are out in the real world, and I don't need it to be fabricated to enjoy it. I have an issue with museums in general, because I don't like to pay an admission to go see some, like, I don't know, like, and it's weird because I'll, like, pay admission to go for a concert, but, like, for visual art, I don't feel that way.
Well, I mean, usually for a concert, you're actually paying the people who are doing the thing, and so rarely for visual art, you're actually paying the people who are creating it.
Yeah.
You're paying a museum that's holding on to the thing.
Yeah, and it feels just stolen and weird.
Yeah.
And then they sell you these bags, we have a whole plastic art piece about, like, don't consume plastic under the name of God. It's all of our responsibility. And then you serve one of your drinks in this plastic hellscape of a bag.
Yeah.
Like, what's your message? Museum.
It's also weird because, like, it looked like the other straws were, like, those compostable ones. I don't know how good they are, like, you know. And, like, it looks like they were making an effort with everything else, and it was a little weird that they just didn't. Like, I gotta say, I think it's fun. I think the adult Capri Sun is a fun idea. I just wish there would be a way that they could do it without, like, a bunch of plastic use.
I mean, a Capri Sun is just plastic.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
It's plastic count.
But, like, I feel like there's a way that you could do that with reusable bags. Like, you trust people to return the cups. Like, I like you could probably find a way to do that with, like, silicone bags.
And then the issue with silicone is that it's like forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't break down, which is alright. I think it's fine.
I think I feel like at the point we're at, it's a better alternative.
Bring your Capri Sun back for a discount.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay cost of that back.
Yeah.
Every time
you get $1 back or something.
Yeah, because those cost
glasses.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, silicone bags are more expensive.
So it's like the first drink you get. It's like I used to do this in Hawaii. They had a lot more places with like boba refillable drinks, and there's a place here too, Bubble Bees.
Oh, we've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have theirs, but they do like a refillable like tea glass with the bubble straw, and you pay like $10 for the drink up front. But then every time you go, then it's like $6 instead of
Nice.
or like $5, and you get boba and everything.
That's awesome. I wish more places did that.
This one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Scathing review. Okay, I'm gonna turn out.